Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back into the video today, and today the Houston Rockets beat the New Orleans Pelicans 146 to 117. The Rockets have their highest score total in any game this season. Before this game, it was 143 points scored against the Chicago Bulls. I would still say that win was better than this one because the Rockets only scored 3 points more in this game, and their opponent scored 10 more. The Rockets beat the Bulls 143 to 107. This game, they did beat the Pelicans 146 to 117. So, 3 more points more than they scored against the Bulls, and this is only the second time the Rockets have reached 140 this year. I mean, it's not something. When I say that, I mean it's not a terrible thing. I mean, I would say this is the Rockets' 64th game of the season. I know maybe there are some teams that have reached 140 or higher more. Like for instance, 2 teams did it last night with the Suns and the Nuggets, but the Rockets aren't known for their offense; they're known for their defense. So I think it's pretty impressive that they've reached the 140 or higher mark twice this season, and 2 blowout wins. I mean, for instance, the Nuggets won 149 and 141 last night. You can win. You can score 140 points in this league, and it can still be a close game. That's how much of a dominant offensive league it's turned into. But the Rockets being a defensive team is a big reason why they've only reached 140 twice this season. But the 2 times they've done it, it's 2 really good wins. 146 to 117 is the final score. Dillon Brooks was the scoring leader for the Rockets today. 27 points, 7 for 11 from 3. When Dillon Brooks shoots the ball like this and scores the ball like he did tonight, the Rockets are pretty much an unstoppable team. But it's not often he shoots like this where he makes 7 threes. He can play good basketball a lot more. Like he can play great basketball every night. Maybe it's scoring. In a playoff series, I could see him scoring 16, 17, 18 points per night. But I'm saying, like, if you play like this every night, which you don't see that, the Rockets can beat anybody. Like, you saw it against the Boston Celtics in Boston, the way he played, how much of a better team the Rockets looked like when Dillon Brooks shot the ball like that, like he did against the Celtics. So, great game for him tonight. And look, he only had 25 minutes. I mean, so if he would have had minutes like Amin Thompson did tonight, 33 minutes, Dillon Brooks might have had a 35-point night tonight. I mean, Amin Thompson had 33 minutes. He almost had a triple-double, 15 points, 9 rebounds, 11 assists for him. Alperen Şengün, 20 points, 6 assists, 5 rebounds, 2 steals, 2 blocks. I don't know what the deal is with Alperen Şengün with his rebounding in the last couple games against the Pelicans. Here's the interesting thing. Rockets 4 games against the Pelicans this year, by the way. Clean sweep for the Rockets against the Pelicans, which they're 17 and 47, so that's not a huge flex. But so the first 2 games, Alperen Şengün grabs a total of 22 rebounds. And these last 2 games, he has 12. Now, I think a big reason of that was because in the 2 prior games against this Pelicans team, neither Zion Williamson or Kelly Olynyk played. Which Kelly and Zion tonight only had 8 rebounds, but only played 50 combined minutes. So, but yeah, I just feel like, I think that played a factor into it. I mean, Alperen Şengün was killing the Pelicans with their rebounding because, mainly I think because they didn't have Zion. Şengün doesn't have to go up against Zion. And then also Kelly Olynyk is another factor. Also, let's look at the previous 2 games against the Pelicans. The Rockets weren't doing this double big lineup. Like, we actually saw Şengün and Steven Adams on the floor together at certain times tonight. So I think that's another factor into it. But look, if you look at it also in this way as well, Alperen Şengün's points have been up in the last 2 games compared to his first 2 games against the Pelicans. Like 42 points in his last 2 games. This game and Thursday, his first 2 games against the Pelicans, he had 32. So, but yeah, good game for LP tonight. Jalen Green, 14 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. His first 2 games against the Pelicans this year had 34 and 30. The other night he had 9 and 8, 9 points and 8 assists. Tonight he had a good rebounding night with 7 rebounds in 28 minutes and 3 assists and 14 points. It wasn't a terrible night for Jalen. It's just these last games have been terrible compared to the way Jalen Green started off his season against this Pelicans team when he faced them on December 19th and December 26th. For the other starter, Tari Eason only played 24 minutes tonight, but had 12 points and shot 6 for 11. Let's go to the bench. Aaron Holiday had 20 points tonight against his brother's former team. 20 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists for him, 7 for 14, and 4 for 9 from 3. I want to say that's his season high this season, but I could be. No, you know what? No, I'm wrong. I think the Warriors loss before the All-Star break is his season high. But this is one of his season highs of the season. Jabari shot the ball a lot better tonight. 14 points, 6 for 9, 2 for 4 from 3. Good night for Bari. 8 points for Cam Whitmore in the final 8 minutes, 2 assists. Jayshawn Tate played 6 minutes into the game, had 4 points. Steven Adams, we saw that double big lineup again against his former team. Steven Adams had 6 points, 8 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 2 blocks. He had a great game the other night when facing them on Thursday. Jock Landale played 6 minutes into this game. Really didn't do anything, had a rebound and a personal foul. Nate Williams played 6 minutes in this game, took some shots, played some solid defense. I mean, he had a block and a steal with a 3-pointer made, but shot 1 for 4, so not terrible for Nate Williams. And am I missing anybody else? Jeff Green played 6 minutes at the end of this game as well. Had 3 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 block, 1 for 1 from the floor. The Rockets tonight had 7 blocks and 9 steals compared to the Pelicans, 7 steals and 4 blocks. So great defensive night for the Rockets, great offensive night for the Rockets. Shot 17 for 40 from 3, which is a huge game changer for this team. And look, one of the things I said in my preview to this game was the Rockets have to get off to a good start. They have to play good basketball offensively, because if you really look at the last week, the Rockets have really gotten bad starts to their games. Like the other night against these Pelicans on Thursday, got up to a terrible start. We're down 11, but they were able to come back and win the game. You want to look the night before against the Pacers, get off to a terrible start. They're down double digits. Sure, they make a comeback and take the lead, but it was too late. There is an exception to the Thunder game. They really started off well in the Thunder game, but you want to go back to the way they played against Sacramento. Started off the game down 17-3, and we're down as much as 20 in the first half. I think it was 22, 23 points they were down in the first half. And yes, they were able to come back and take the lead in that game, but still they lost all their energy just like they did against the Pacers. And so I think the key is the bad thing recently in the last week, and in some of these games against the Pacers and the Kings, and those 2 losses, and even in the against the Pelicans in the 109-97 loss the other day, is getting off to terrible starts, and the Rockets didn't do that today. They got off to a 39. It was 39-28 at the end of the first quarter. They played great basketball in the first half and first quarter, and I thought that was key for the Houston Rockets team tonight. Not scored New Orleans every quarter tonight. So let me know your thoughts on the Rockets 146-117. Win in the comment section, and peace out. Go Rockets.